There's a whole freaking nest in here. Like, this is not good. Oh boy. We're observing the wild Greg in his natural habitat here. He seems to be stumped by a tire. Now they're having a discussion and probably gonna go throw the tire off a cliff. My interpretation of the situation right now. Let's go out there and see what he's doing. What are you doing today, Gregory?
Oh man, he scared me. He snuck up on me. Goodness. Woo. Well, so first thing this morning, I guess we had some tires delivered. So I was literally rolling it over to the truck that they're gonna go on and see how much lower they're gonna be, because these are
those are going on a truck?
These are gonna go on a truck. Yeah.
All right.
So not quite as bad as this. We didn't put these on, but this is a little too stretched for me. So we had to get some much wider ones. This is more or less like project land. And then the race vehicles are inside. So
I saw the billet block and stuff in your garage. You just got a billet waggler motor in there, just hanging out.
Yeah, just hanging out. There's a billet engine hanging out in there. There's more parts stacked everywhere here than I know what to do with. So that's why this is kind of we did this little land excavation project as soon as we moved here, so I could put another shop basically right back here. My four-wheel drive drag truck project over there, and it's a 25/6 cert cage four-wheel drive. It's not quite complete yet, but it's getting there. We pretty much just got done with redoing the cage. It was a 850 cert cage, and we're kind of in the middle. We moved the engine back in it. So four-wheel drive, yeah. The other truck in the other garage that is full tube chassis is, big tire two-wheel drive. That's what the billet engine is for. We were thinking about putting the billet engine in here, but we're probably going to go with a different Freedom Racing engine setup in that.
You're gonna be putting this thing back together today?
Yep, this should go back together today. We're actually just waiting on a head gasket.
You're time lapsing right now for your video about this thing?
Just time lapsing, yep. Yeah, my video is more or less geared towards like this specific one is basically start to finish of a head gasket job on one of these trucks. Very like compressed, like I've done head gasket jobs plenty of times, but like it's always been aftermarket parts or this or that. This is basically like, take your head off, get it deck checked every step of the way to fix a head gasket in like a more of an economical fashion.
Just my daily driver's head gasket broke, I need to fix it, this is how to do it.
Right, yeah, your work truck broke, yeah, exactly. Like, hey, I need this thing back up and running by the end of the week or a day or two. Like, this is how you would do it.
I think I'm gonna dig some of the walnuts out of my blower motor.
Oh yeah,
I'm interested to see what's going on in there.
Yeah, let's do it.
Is this your yard decor? You just put some like flowers in there?
I mean, some people use really nice fancy rocks, and truck parts and vehicles tend to do that.
This is the most epic toolbox.
You can tear your engine apart right here if you'd like. We got your own personal unorganized roll cart to work out of.
This looks pretty organized to me. So other truck. You want to hear what this thing sounds like when I turn the motor on?
I did hear a little tapping.
It's quite amusing. There's a lot of stuff in there.
Are you sure there's not a whole squirrel in there?
Well, I thought it might have been a real squirrel for a second, but it turns off whenever you turn the vent off, and I think a real squirrel would continue to be uncomfortable.
Holy crap.
It'll like flying around, fall back down.
Holy crap.
I don't know what's gonna come out of there.
Shop vac.
I need to fix that before I continue south and it gets even warmer, and then I really want my AC.
So it doesn't work at all right now?
I mean, it works, but there's so much crud in there that it doesn't blow anything, and I feel like if I keep running it like that, I tried it for a little bit and it just kind of macerates the walnuts and then starts to smell like the woods. So I don't like the way it smells. So
you don't like that natural camera candle aroma of the deep wood?
No, it smells like freaking someone just cut the grass or something. So I know if it were a squirrel in there, it would not smell like that. It is a 7, I was right. I kind of doubted myself.
I'm waiting for just the explosion to like happen.
There's another one up buried in there, I think.
Oh boy. I got a 7 ratchet if you think that'll fit in there. Need to watch our YouTube video?
Yeah, I do. I need to do some YouTube research before I start pulling stuff apart here.
To come down, this little one.
Yeah, I think that's the motor resistor.
Yeah, that might need to get out of the way first.
I had to change that on my Duramax because it'll go bad and then the motor, the fan blower motor, doesn't have any control anymore.
Is that a 7.2 or that looks smaller?
It's probably a 7, might be. I don't know. I'll pull that other one out.
Okay.
Get this thing out of here. So, yep, it's pretty much just a pop it. I felt it pop, so I put it back. So I'm gonna unplug everything first and then take it out. Plug it there. There. Break my thumbnail backwards. That'll be fun. Oh, there's pieces already falling on me. That's everywhere. I gotta
Start making a pile.
I gotta pull the resistor motor out first, or it is a little bit of a smaller one. Maybe it's like a 5.5 or something. I've concluded it's gonna need to be re-vacuumed anyway, so we're just gonna let it rip.
I've concluded that this vehicle is now going to be totaled.
Yeah.
After this happens.
It's ruined. It's ruined. Freaking waste of a good $1 right here.
So you didn't pay more than $1 for that, did you?
I actually handed my uncle $1 for this thing.
I feel like you overpaid. I mean, I'd at least try and get 50 cents back. Hey, I'm not saying that I'm checking your rear end out, but I'm checking your rear end out. You got a leaky rear end, brother.
Really?
She's already leaking on the concrete.
I forgot.
Just removing her. Not that I care about my concrete, but just making sure you know.
Oh, dang, I see that now.
Man, now you need a full refund. That's a definite 50 cent.
This is ridiculous. I hope it's got enough fluid left to make it back to Texas, because I'm not going to put more in. You ever hear about the old trick of guys making their bad rear ends quiet by like shoving a loaf of bread in there?
A loaf of bread?
A loaf of bread. You shove a loaf of bread into the diff, put the cover back on, and it matches up the bread and makes the fluid thicker and it stops making noise. One of my friends did that to like some beer that he sold to somebody, and it actually worked.
He sold a vehicle like that?
With a loaf of bread in the rear end.
What a terrible person.
I'm pretty sure it was like $500, but still, that's...
I think the cover is so rotted that even if you tried to take a drain plug out, that it would disintegrate and you would be in even more trouble. So
yeah, we're just gonna
blast home and
just gonna let it drip. I mean, I got 10 hours left. It's not that bad.
Oh, I mean, we're just around the corner.
It's fine. It's not making noise. If it starts making noise, then maybe I'll try to put more in.
Dude, that definitely sounds like the gumball machines where you're
there's a whole freaking nest in here. Like this is not good. Oh boy.
Oh, she's packed.
It's packed. That's why it wasn't blowing anything.
Nice.
This is just great.
Shot back to the rescue.
Yeah, we need these. This thing only sat for a month.
Under a tree in a forest.
Ew. Yeah, I'm gonna unplug this. So myth busted, there's not an actual squirrel in here, but there was.
Wait, I was looking for a body.
There's a little bit of fuzz in there, I think.
It could be a body. It's just disintegrated.
I don't know.
Is there still stuff up inside of it too, or
yeah,
like all up in there?
Yeah, all up in there.
All up in there.
All up in there. We're gonna have to, you know.
You need some extraction tools.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do some serious excavation because I pulled out the resistor motor and a little bit of leaves and stuff fell out of there too.
Pull the dash. I mean, what?
Yeah, we're done. Oh, I got stink bugs invading. This is just, I'm just gonna break down. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, I need to leave. I need to leave.
Let's see if we can see what's up in here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh man. It just keeps coming out. I need to get this. Throw it stubby. Yeah. Oh my god. This is not good. Not good. There's a lot of stuff in there. I don't know how much. I may need to just... I got that part cleaned up.
This is brand used.
Yeah, I might just clean it off and stuff back in there, but there's a lot of stuff up in the carriage up in there. I think I should just take a screwdriver and just knock it around in there and get just to like break it up so the vacuum can get it out. And whatever's left in there.
Or like beat on the dash or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna do that because you never.
You want to bang on it?
No, you know, me and second gen Dodges, you don't touch dashes. You don't even look at dashes incorrectly, otherwise they go into a million pieces. So I don't know how GM dashes are built, but I'll let any banging.
From my experience, you can bang these things pretty hard and they just want more. If you really want to know what it's like to get a good banging in, you could try this out.
I was gonna say, are we still talking about the dash or not?
Yeah, what do you think you're talking about?
I didn't say anything different.
Neither did I.
Still going. You might want to just stick that up in there and just do them both at the same time.
Just bang and suck at the same time.
It's lunchtime, right?
So I'm gonna get up in there and loosen it up first.
Can I borrow your squirrel finder real quick?
Yeah. I don't know. I sucked up something and it just went. It went.
He comes to visit and our shop vac's gonna be totaled after he removed a whole squirrel with it.
This is terrible. Terrible. Pretty sure this is what this is made for. This is your Dash Scooper 9000. That's what it is today.
See the Pittsburgh woods just clogged her up.
Oh. It just keeps coming out.
Oh my! You want a shovel now?
I don't know. I think we're pulling the dash.
Oh.
This thing's been doing a bang up job.
It's probably never been used for its original purpose, so have at it.
This could go one of two ways. It could work really well, and get all over me.
Out of there. Man.
I don't even want to look. We're gonna go for some dual action here. I got the vacuum up in there, and I'm gonna use this to dislodge the stuff, and then when it gets loose, the vacuum will suck it up. It's working. Now what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna put the blower motor back in, but I'm gonna leave the resistor out of its hole because this seals up against an air passage. So when I turn the blower motor on, it's going to blow out of this hole. I can keep this plugged in without it being in. So it'll just blow out of this spot here, which may stir up some more stuff and force it out this way, where I can hit with a vacuum and, you know, compress there, just dislodge it from different angles. It'd be pretty easy to do because this blower motor literally just twists right back in. Okay, I'm turning it on.
Are you done over there yet?
We're gonna, if I turn the blend to the dash, it blows it all out the dash.
That's a problem.
I've never encountered anything like this before. So it's back in, and I'm sure it's about to blast hard now. I can feel that motor still kind of out of balance. It's vibrating just a little bit. I think we fixed it. It's blows cold air. It's still blowing like a little bit of crud out the vents. I just went and drove around with the windows down to kind of let it all blow out, but like I got some, you know, just crushed leaf dust on my legs. We'll probably do that for a little bit. This is from, you know, the main explosion still. I didn't get the vacuum over here, but I'm just gonna re-vacuum everything down and it'll be fine. It'll take a while to work itself out, but you know, some little bit of dusty AC is better than none at all. I'm just glad I haven't gone through and given this thing like a full detail yet, because if I had done that and then done this, I'd be freaking irritated because these little crispies are getting everywhere. What's Greg doing over here?
The counter isn't even 203, so like what the list is like absolutely nothing.
What are you guys complaining about?
We never really understood. You ever get like a part from like O'Reilly's or Napa and they give you like the list? Like even if you're over the counter or have a commercial account, like no one ever gets charged a list. Like what is that number?
It's just the one they give you to make you feel good.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that's the feel good number. So like you're like, oh, list is 205, but your special today is only 95. Like nobody ever pays that.
Yeah. Pretty productive day here at Greg's garage here, because it's not a compound yet. It will be a compound, but it's just a single turbo garage right now. But we had a good day. Got all the crud out of the blower motor for old Uncle Rob over there, and now I actually have AC again, which will be great for the next half of this drive and beyond. But it definitely needs some more work. I'm probably gonna have to put a new blower motor in it, because that one I think has taking a beating and it's out of balance. And I think I'm gonna go pick up the turbo wastegates and stuff from Force Performance sometime next week. We're gonna get going on that, but I think before I dig into this, I gotta make new downpipes for the Escalade and fix my generator in the Newell. For whatever reason, when I was coming back from the Newell factory, every time I leave there, something gets messed up. Anyway, I think my fire extinguisher pressure came out of range, because it has like a pressure sensor on there, and if it comes out of range to be effective, it will disable the generator from running, and I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I just haven't dug into it yet because it happened, and then like the next day I turned around and went to Pennsylvania to get the Yukon. So next agenda, generator fixed, downpipes, pick up turbos and stuff, do some legwork, acquire other parts for this thing, get it ready to go, and then I get to dig in to do the fun turbo stuff. And at some point in there, I'm probably gonna rip all the interior out and steam clean the carpet, all that stuff, get it squared away, as clean as it can be before I start actually working on it, even in the engine bay and stuff, because I hate working on dirty crap. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Go check out Greg's channel if you haven't yet. He's Greg_Alberalla. Probably already know who he is because I'm the peasant here. So if for some reason you don't, he's an awesome dude. He does fast diesel 4x4 stuff, so it's right up my alley with the old transfer case gang. So I'm gonna get ready to edit this video, get it uploaded while I still got Wi-Fi here. So I got tons of videos back on my feed. If you haven't seen any of those yet about, you know, the Escalade or working on the Newell and that stuff, it's all there. It's all configured the same way. So go back and check that stuff out and let me know what you think about the older content too.